resident is on a different kind of search. 24-year-old Ian says he dropped what he calls his blunt earlier today and still hasn't found it. Our camera blizzard tonight, one resident is on a different kind of search. 24-year-old Ian says he dropped what he calls his blunt earlier today and still hasn't found it. Our camera blizzard tonight, one resident is on a different kind of search. 24-year-old Ian says he dropped what he calls his blunt earlier today and still hasn't found it. Our camera blizzard tonight, one resident is on a different kind of search. 24-year-old Ian says he dropped what he calls his blunt earlier today and still hasn't found it. Our camera blizzard tonight, one resident.
Oh, sigh. Sigh. Hi.
Hey. Hey, are we hearing both of you and both of your mics?
Yeah.
Is your sound on?
Oh, my sound on this? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay, just making sure that was why the echo was going down.
Oh, sorry, I just did it again. My sound on this? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so we're in a makeshift studio in Durham right now, making it work. I still have a little bit of an echo. Let me check this here.
It's probably because it won't let me turn all the sound all the way down.
Maybe just kill yours, and we'll just work with this mic for now until we.
But then I can't hear.
You should still be able to hear if I remove you. And can you still hear the show? Say something, Rico.
Something, Rico?
Did you hear Rico when he talked?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're good.
Okay, hi everybody.
He's so far away from you.
Yes.
Snowmageddon.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that mic away a little bit. It's probably a little hot. We're working with a really nice ribbon mic, and we had to actually reconstruct the studio in Durham because of the blizzard and whatnot out there. So we're at Murphy's Place over in Durham, and we actually managed to put together a pretty good little studio here for what we had. And how's everybody doing? How you doing, Rico?
I'm reasonably well. I got a little bit of a head cold. That's why I'm extra nasal. But other than that, I can't complain. Life is lifing.
Well, it is. Welcome to the sombrero. It's allegedly February 1st. My birthday was yesterday. Thank you for everybody in the comments. Thank you. Might as well just talk to him. Singe Man, what's up? Matrix 1879, hello. Ray. We've got some guests tonight.
Hi Mojo, hi Vlad.
Hi guys. Is Vlad in here? Hi Vlad.
Yes, Boston, we are cold.
We're not cold in here, but it's pretty brutal. But once you get back out there to the island, it's probably going to warm back up into the 40s. It usually does.
Hi Deborah Miller.
Thanks, Vlad. Appreciate it.
Hey, Vlad. Yeah, I had to, the sidewalks out here where my mother lives, I had to take a hammer to it and work at getting the ice off of it. And it was a good inch of ice. It took forever.
Yeah, pretty gnarly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were like...
and shit. Sorry.
It's okay. Today we were just like, I don't know, we're going to get to this, but some pretty gnarly stuff dropped today, and like some people haven't heard about it yet or anything, but we're going to try to take a high altitude look at it, because I know I keep saying that, but it's like we're not going to dive into the details of it, particularly because it's just so gnarly, but we can talk about it sort of in an umbrella fashion. So there's no way to make a joke about it, what came out today. So we're going to get to that. I'm going to zoom scroll a little bit here because I haven't even looked at these. Hold on a second. Here.
I will now show you fucking a beautiful village situated on the doorstep of the Austrian Alps. The villagers I've spoken to all share the same love for fucking. Fucking may be enjoyed in various angles. Straightforward, from behind, standing up, or lying down. Behold the fucking church. Of course, Catholic, with the priest currently away taking up a missionary position in Congo. Here we have the fucking school, where the fucking children learn everything there is to know about fucking. Ihr geht's in der Schule?
Ja, zusammen.
Zusammen. I must say, I more and more enjoy fucking children. They are really polite and so innocent. Sehr schön. If you're looking for the deepest fucking experience, I recommend this hole right here. Start with putting 2 fingers in. If possible, use your entire fist. It is a bit dirty. It smells quite peculiar, but afterwards you'll reap the rewards of feeling this fantastic fucking soil. And that was all the fucking we had time for, but make sure you'll stay tuned also next week when we'll be visiting Sukatik, a rural village in the Czech Republic.
Oh my God. Okay, so
Okay, this freaked me out.
that was okay. All right, so if you're not watching the actual video, if you're just listening, that was actually a town in Switzerland called Fucking, and it's kind of
probably not pronounced like that. It's probably pronounced more like
Fucking.
Fucking.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that one. Let's get some more people
that was
up
an
here.
interesting thing.
We got a couple special guests tonight. We got Gene and Fathead coming in here. They'll probably want to add to a little. We got a few more Zoom scrolls here to do. Is this one as profane as the last one?
I don't
Nicole?
remember.
The fucking children.
Yeah, I don't know. She sends me this shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck have we been doing all this?
Okay, whoever came up with this, I was like,
Is that too much to ask? Poor mountain man, all alone in his log cabin with nobody to tickle him. Shame on you for ignoring Mountain Man. One day he will come down from the mountain, and then it will be your turn to be tickled. The Mountain Man only desires a tickle.
Oh my God, I can't.
A tickle for his pickle.
I can't. I can't, dude. I can't. Yeah, somebody has a lot of spare time. I can dig that. What is
sometimes
this?
the internet is just, it delivers.
Yeah, hold on a second here. What is this?
Like this one. This next one is just too much. I saw it and I just couldn't stop laughing.
All right.
Sta negra mia suena lindo.
Oh yeah. It's a cockroach
Está cogido.
with a sombrero. Oh yeah, he's humping a guitar. That was great, Nicole.
I'm pretty sure the roaches in my kitchen have
Okay.
started a little band.
Okay, now this is
kidding, there's no
actually
way.
a
Sorry, that
true
one,
news
that one,
story.
that one wasn't as good. Sorry.
No, not as good. Not as good. I give that a C. Hold on a second here. Hold on.
Oh,
La
wait,
Cacarocha.
so you're rating my Zoom scrolls now?
Yeah,
Now we're gonna start
have a
rating
rating
them.
scale.
Yep.
Let's see what this is. Hold
Okay,
on.
this is actually true.
What the are we doing here? I am disgusted by each and every one of
Man.
you, with the exception of Councilmember Park,
Batman. Davey, shh.
that you have not done something more. You need to affirm that no city resources will go to ICE, that no cooperation will be given to them. I don't think I need to go into how
You
many
don't have to go all the way through it.
people have been shot, how many people have been taken,
So
how
this
many
was real?
children
Yes, this is real.
have been abducted.
Okay. Yeah.
So people are going to town hall meetings and dressed up like their favorite superheroes, and they probably identify as cats as well.
Yeah.
Meow.
His, hers, and litter.
Hold on a second here. Let's look at this here real fast. Oh yeah. By the way, for all you television fans out there, today was a very special day in history.
The first episode of Breaking Bad.
They're
aired
Hartwell
today on
White.
AMC.
I live at 308 Negra Arroyo Lane,
That's
Albuquerque,
cool.
New Mexico,
There you go.
87104.
Lego meth lab.
This is my confession.
I'm actually
My
watching
name is
it
Walter
again right
Hartwell
now.
White. I live at 308 Negra Arroyo
Look at
Lane,
that.
Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104. This
I
is
would
my
build that.
confession.
Yeah.
I would build.
Look, it even comes with a mini Walt and Jesse.
Yeah. This day. How many years? 2008. So that was like
2008, so
12, 18 years ago.
Yeah.
Damn it, that's that old. So anyway, welcome to the Sombrero, guys. We've got Gene edited visiting us tonight, and Josh out in Colorado. And we didn't really know exactly like how to approach how to do this exactly. So we're gonna like stay off like the hot points because there's so many people on the internet basically scrubbing what got dropped. I think it was yesterday. So stuff that we already knew about over the years. We knew about a lot of this stuff. And, I was like, it can't be any worse than we already think it is. And it turns out it's a lot worse. It's like awful. It's like a horror show. So just to give you just brushing over some of the things that I didn't think was going to happen was Trump's all over it. Sorry, MAGA. He is all over it. He's covered in They did word searches on throughout what they could do. It's 3 million items in total. Elon's in it. The current mayor of New York City was in it as a child. This is just some of the stuff that got scrubbed today, because when you're going through that much material, you basically do a word search, like the ones you're kind of interested in or whatever, and that's what they went to first. But like the guys that normally like scrub a lot of this stuff that gets released, they've got some pretty good channels out there. That who's the guy? One of the guy we watched today, Dave. Do you remember what the name of it was?
Which one?
There was a couple of guys. I mean, there's probably, I say millions. There's probably 100 different people out there that actually go through and scrub the material, and it's every bit as bad as we all thought, and then a lot worse. So it's curious to watch how slow the mainstream's actually covering it, because they're still just talking about it as, oh, they released another dump, but they don't say what was in it. But frankly, I was shocked how much Trump was in it.
Wait, the things that are coming out now too.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's like thousands and thousands of images and videos too. So people are going through and clicking on them, and it's like old school, like almost intranet, where it's just a whole bunch of files, and there is everything in it. So conspiracy theorists, bullshit. Like everything the conspiracy people said literally came true. They're talking about pizza. They're talking about all of the goriest of the gore things that I don't even want to repeat, and the things that they do to kids, I just think is so beyond disgusting. And it just reminds me of that one painting of the dude, it's that Spanish artist who's eating the head off the kids.
Yeah.
Saturn?
Yeah. I don't remember. I don't know.
Yeah, that's Saturn, the god of time, I think.
It is Saturn, but it's a really famous Spanish painting. I'll find it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so like, I mean, where do you go with this now? Like firstly, I mean, I remember it was whatever year he was in jail in New York, and the article came out. It was like Epstein killed himself. Like a lot of us were like laughing in our seats. We're like, he'd fucking kill himself. Whatever happened to him, he's still alive, or whatever the fuck happened to him. I mean, we were laughing. We all knew. Then when Nicole was working at Page Six, like they all knew what was going on. It was like a known secret, at least, especially in New York City, right? And so we were all just laughing about it. It's like, right, yeah, whether he's dead or not, he did not kill himself. It was just like the story came out too quick or whatever. And then you had CNN, if it hasn't already been discredited completely as a news service, trying to cover for Pizzagate early on. It was disgusting. It was gross to people that knew about it. And so, we're walking through like all those years that, that it became a meme. Epstein didn't kill himself, blah, 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 all that shit. And then it starts to trickle out. There's more and more and more. Well, this is a bomb. Like what came out, just what we saw today, and like what we were watching other people scrub the material. I was like, I put myself in Trump's shoes. I was like, well, if you know that you're going to come out in some of this stuff, then why would you run for another term of president if you knew that was going to happen? If you knew it was going to go down? And the only thing Nika and I were talking about was like, so that you couldn't be prosecuted because you were president. I think that's one of the laws. I'm not. This is a speculation.
That's not
point.
Actually a law.
Once you're immune, you have
of a crime.
You have immunity once you've served as president. You have like total immunity.
No, you don't. There's a
That's
whole
what
bunch
an
of debate
impeachment
about
is,
that,
right?
But you definitely don't. Like if they broke the law, they should be in jail. Like they should
Chad,
be on the
maybe
sex
you can,
offenders list.
if you know more about like some of this stuff.
But there's evidence stuff in there of like journals and all the pictures of the journals of all of the victims, because they kept that and gathered it all as evidence. And when they all filed their lawsuits because it was past the statutory limitations, they had all of this evidence to back it up. And so all of that stuff went into these sealed files, and they date back to 1996. Like this is going back 30 years. There were so many people who did all of these horrendous crimes against all of these people, and they're the ones that are running the fucking country. Like, do better, America.
Yeah, it's weird. And so, like, interestingly enough, moving forward, is I'll be interested to watch like the MAGA movement, like basically split in half, or turn into like, who knows how that thing's going to get divided up now, because because no longer can,
Save the children. Like, weren't they all big on the save the children?
Yeah,
stuff?
so
like,
like,
save the children, make sure the children are safe.
yeah, and I'm like, if I'm Trump, and like I have $1 million, however many millions he has, he knows he's going to get burned on this thing. Like, you spend them, you just spend it, and you go hide somewhere forever.
No wonder he's sucking
Israel's
dick.
And then he went and ran for another term. That was the most bizarre thing for me, because he had to have known this was going to happen. He had to have known that he was in there and that he was part of it. At least this is what they've released. At least if you believe the release that they did, he, like, just at the first scrub, he was in multiple different reports and multiple different stories, like lewd stories that we're not going to repeat on air. But it was bad. Just go. Once you go out there, you're going to find out that it's bad. And we had suspicions about Elon on multiple levels. He's all over the place.
I don't want to talk about Elon this week. He does not get any airtime on my watch this week.
There we go.
He's done.
No more of that guy.
Do you know who I would like to talk about, though? Nicki Minaj. Why is Nicki Minaj all of a sudden like this quintessential God-fearing black woman rapper? And she goes on stage and she talks with Trump, and she's like, I'm Trump, biggest fan. Blah, 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 blah.
It's weird.
She was also on stage with Erica Kirk.
It's weird.
And did anybody see the Melania documentary? Because I was looking forward to that one.
So yeah, so like there was another meme going around. Did you see this? Where like at one of the premieres of the Melania film, they were putting plastic down on the floor.
Why?
I don't know if anybody in chat knows why that was, or why that was a meme or whatever. I'd be curious to know if that was like some sort of allusion to bodies or allusion to some sort of I don't know. It was weird. But that's
a weird one anyway, man. Who goes on like a world press junket tour promoting her dead husband?
She doesn't check out. She doesn't check out. That whole thing doesn't check out. Just like, Trump's ear getting hit by it. Anyway, it's such old news. But
yeah,
anyway,
that is a press tour. Basically, is what she's doing.
Yeah, and you're like looking at, and I was thinking about it too. It's like if it's one long running psyop, like the script is running increasingly thin. And this bomb today, it's going to take probably weeks for people to like go through all this material. Like it's dense, it's a lot, and I think they're expecting that. And also, there's another thing too that they were pointing out, like the retractions and the redactions when they cover up with the black on the paper weren't even making sense. On the right side, you have the names that were word search, or the names involved in the conversation. Well, they would redact sometimes the name on the right, but Trump's name would still be in the actual conversation. And they were like, who did these? Was it AI that was doing the redaction? They just missed it on the left side. I mean, if you're going in there, you're trying to protect whatever you're trying to protect. They did a horrible job at the redactions. They did a horrible job overall. I think it's just because there was so much material. Maybe they had to use AI to do it right.
No, they didn't actually redact the documents, because you can go in and like copy it and then bring it into a program like Photoshop, and all you have to do is change a few of the, highlights and lowlights, and then the text shows up.
Oh, looks at the Truthinator says, I've heard Melania is a former porn star. Maybe the plastic on the floors to make it clean up easier. That's good. That's good. I was
thinking Dexter.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah, very Dexter.
It's gotten, if it was weird before, it got 100% weird today. Because, again, I wasn't surprised that Trump had hung out with Epstein and all of this, but they had been hush about like how much it was actually involved. And then if we're to believe these things that came out today, if we're to believe they're the official documents, there were at least 5 stories going back 30 years with him doing bad stuff.
Some very, very bad stuff. Like he auctioned little kids off at Mar-a-Lago for their calendar girls parties. He was always on Lolita Express. Like Bill Gates, Richard Branson, the emails that they're going through right now, and there's another word that if you go into the Epstein files, search the word whoops, because it chronicles like, hey, so-and-so is found dead, and then Epstein will answer whoops. And then so-and-so is found dead, whoopsie. And I think whoops is a code, whoopsie is a code for assassination done. But there was a lot of, like, it's overwhelming how insane these crimes are against children and people. And then there are people calling these women and kids liars, like Virginia Giuffre, who I guarantee she did not kill herself. She definitely
Well,
was
she got hit by a
murdered.
bus, right?
Yeah, the
Or
bus hit
something?
her.
Right.
And then she was in a coma, but she was like, if I end up dead, and then her kill switch was engaged and her book was published, and then now this Epstein Act that they have been completely just basically probably starting a war over, because there was that linked audio from Trump. He's like, I don't fucking care, don't let those things come out. And you can't tell if it's actually his actual voice or if it's some
So let's think about it
AI.
from this reference. Like, if it is all a show and they're all actors, right? It would make sense that, you know, they always like to play the fight with each other. They're against each other. This whole thing, you know, the ultimate, you know, whatever that's called, the problem, reaction, solution. You know, to keep people talking about something. If I were to compare it to this, in order for you not to pay attention to the actual topics that people really needed to look at, this is
Hegelian dialectic.
The Hegelian dialectic. This is the ultimate bomb that will keep people busy talking about this stuff for 6 months to a year, which buys them time to do whatever the fuck they want. And I say them, you know, you do what you will with that. But it's like, I mean, everybody is suspect at this point in time. Like, you know, anyone that's connected to Trump, anyone's connected with any of these people, they're all suspect. All of them.
Yeah.
It was crazy how many names were in there. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
You know, and like again, there's a couple of guys that are doing this really hardcore. All you have to do is search it on YouTube and look at the guys scrubbing Epstein files. They're going through page by page.
Oh, there's so much to go through. There's so many details in there. Plus, on top of that, the one that surprised me the most was, okay, so I don't know if anybody has heard or been in, you know, the know about New York's new mayor, this guy named Mandami. He's a young dude, really charismatic, promised a whole bunch of stuff, and like New York City was like, yes, we want you, a democratic socialist, to be the mayor. And like Eric Adams sucked anyway. I mean, like no matter what, mayors in New York, they just suck. So his mother, and it was embarrassing because I went down a rabbit hole with him, and his mother is a TV producer, and she was like really big in Bollywood, and
You say
they're
Bollywood,
in the
like the
Epstein
Indian one?
files. He's in there as a baby. There's a picture of him and his mom, the producer, and Mandami, the now mayor, him as a baby with Bill Clinton and Epstein. So are these the people who are running the world and tearing it apart at the same time? Like, how does power give you a carte blanche to not be on at least the sex offenders list? And like, it just as, I mean, everybody should be completely, I'm surprised this wouldn't start a civil war. Like, it is so
almost like it's designed to. Like, so like MAGA is now going to be completely confused, right? They're all going to be like, so he was doing that stuff. And then there's going to be like defenders. There's going to be Trump defenders. He's like, oh, it's all fake. All those releases are fake. Which,
yeah,
who the fuck are we to say whether or not they're fake or not? I don't know. It's just that
they've already planted the seed. Okay, and I'm sorry to talk over you, but they've already planted the seed. He's an FBI. He was an FBI informant. That's why he was there all the time. Blah 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 blah. You know, he couldn't blow his cover. You know what I mean? They've already planted the seed. They've already planted the like. Oh, this is how he is. I don't know. That's my speculation on it.
Well, I mean, if you walk it through, what it does is it's going to take up now. It's going to get up to mainstream, and mainstream's going to use it too for their own reasons. Everyone's still going to be talking about the Epstein files. Will anything happen? If the people that prosecute these people are also involved with these files, they're not going to prosecute. So then the question, remains: is anyone going to prosecute? Right? So, like, you have a couple of things that you can think about in this situation. Does the American public, believing that their government actually does work for them, which it doesn't, do they just walk away and sever the contract with the government altogether. I mean, and that would be the logical choice instead of trying to fix, a sinking ship that's sinking rapidly by making excuses for their anointed leader. And again, I was flabbergasted. I thought Trump may have been, with Epstein at some point in time, but he didn't participate. Well, it appears as though he did. And that's what came out in the documents. And I was like, oh, holy shit. And I was just like, in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute. If he knew, which he had to have known, that it was going to come out, I mean, he would have disappeared. Like, he's millions of dollars. He could have just vanished from the public scene and never been heard from again. And he didn't. He chose to rerun, knowing full well that was going to come out. That's bizarre to me. I mean, what's your take on this? Anybody?
It smells like Heritage Foundation to me. It smells like he's been implemented for a really long time, and everybody who's saying that, oh, he was like, the undercover agent and like an informant and stuff. I think that's bullshit because come on, who's?
Oh, it is.
Yes,
but the
I'll
point
take
is,
that. I'll take that job.
Well,
that's what they're going to do.
Who's appointed? You say Trump was appointed?
Yeah, people have been saying that for a minute.
Yeah, they came out last year and said
they will go to any lengths to make excuses for him, to make him seem like, oh yeah, he did bad things, but this is all the work of the Heritage Foundation. He walks with Jesus and he's pro-Israel. He's basically Jewish anyway. And it's all this freaking club, and they have all the money. And then they don't go to jail because they're the ones like putting people in jail. But all these people who are these people in the DOJ who don't think that this is criminal? These people should be prosecuted. They literally should be. And also, if you're gonna all right, so hey, you're my informant. I'm gonna send you undercover to rape kids. Who the fuck is gonna say, oh yeah, sign me up? It's just so twisted and dark.
Well, I gotta fit in.
If it is all a movie, I hope it is all a movie, and I hope it is all fake, because I don't want anybody to go through that. But that they have, because there's been a whole bunch of people who have been unalived, and a whole bunch of people who have gone missing and turned into fertilizer.
Frazzle drip.
Oh, that's dark.
And speaking from personal experience, my old roommate, who was really young, she had just moved to New York City. She grew up on a sailboat in St. Thomas. Her dad was Epstein's chiropractor. So I knew about this guy for a long time. And at page 6, Donald Trump, he was a known sexual deviant. Sexual harassment, grabbing girls' asses and all of that stuff. And he paid the magazine not to write about it. But we all knew it.
I think it's all WWE. I really think
because any press is good press.
That's kind of my feeling about it.
It's that simple.
It is so lurid and so ridiculous that it the scripted nature of it feels. It's almost like it is WWE kind of. It's the same way at the NFL. Everyone's starting to pick up on the fact the NFL borrowed from the WWE and started making the games the way they wanted them to be, and the way Vegas wanted it to be. It kind of feels the same. The same program was applied to mainstream news and these world events, and people are asking, well, why does it really matter, man? Why does any of this matter? Why do you even care about it? It's all about local and getting food and just enjoying your life, whatever. Well, I mean, that's fine, except that you're giving 30% of your money to these people every single year. So whether you're doing that to keep them off your back, or they don't deserve your money, first of all, but secondly, you're funding this horrible thing. You're funding it.
Wait, hold on. The American people, the taxpayers of this country, we are funding the police not to arrest criminals because they have a suit on and people voted for them. When the fuck are people going to stand up against that?
Look at Wall Street.
Protesting against ICE, who is getting really just big, huge assholes who are sucking off your tax dollars anyway out of the country.
Yeah. Well, if you look at Wall Street,
yeah,
it's a felony if we steal over $1,000 worth here. I don't know if that's everywhere, but here in Tennessee,
no, that's federal.
Look at the millions these people get away with.
Look at the billions they steal.
Right.
The billions. Like, what about all those times where they're like, oh, yeah, we just did the budget and we just lost a whole bunch of money. And I'm like, that if you gave $1 million to everybody in the United States, that would still be like a tiny little portion of the $400 billion that you lost. And speaking of, like, I don't have $500 in my checking account. You know what Wells Fargo does? Charges me $5. I'm like, why the fuck do you charge $5 to somebody who doesn't have any money? I don't know. It's just retarded. Like, Elon Musk isn't helping homelessness. He's just an asshole who steals inventions. And Donald Trump, the guy who you voted to be the president of this country, is a serious sicko.
How about Gates, who gave
God,
Melania
Gates,
the fucking
sicko too.
the fucking
They're all sick and twisted.
STD, and then he tried to drug her.
Yeah, I love you. You know what my favorite meme is, Josh? Actually, now you say that.
Oh,
Bill Gates with the pie in his face. And it says
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Instant Bill Gates decided to kill the world.
To kill the world.
You know what? I was about to bring up Bill Gates just now on the topic.
He's all over
He's all over it.
files.
He's all over
a
it.
sick
I'm
motherfucker.
sure.
No, listen. Could you imagine being kidnapped, taken to that island, and Bill Gates is the guy that comes in the room?
Oh, good lord.
Oh, I can one up you on that one.
Okay.
What if the guy in the wheelchair, the physicist?
Oh shit.
Which
The
one
joke of
Stephen Hawking rolls in there. He's like, "How much?" Like the little girl's like, "I don't even know what's gonna happen."
Oh God,
Yeah,
no.
it's such bad. I'm trying to make jokes about it, but I just really can't.
Oh
it's
my
really
God,
bad.
no. Just
Well,
like,
you do realize the reason why he still has an outdated speak and spell voice is because that's become his voice. Is the
familiarity.
Excuse. Yeah. Which is just dumb.
Yeah.
you know what? Maybe they really all are lizards, and they just don't care, and they just eat people.
It's dark, dude.
Yeah, but like, think about it. Like, if you're brought up in an environment where that's fine, you're raised in that kind of environment where you wouldn't know any difference if, like, this is just what you have to do. They groom you for that.
Yeah, and it's like, the other...
They freaking hunt people, okay? Like, people like to hunt people.
I mean, if I'm shocked on the first day of people scrubbing it for the first day, which they probably got through like 1% of it, I can't even imagine like what next week is going to be like. So, like, they have videos. I mean, I'm just gonna say something over the top. This will just explain exactly what's going on. We don't even have to go further down that. There's torture videos.
There's torture
and
videos.
There's lots of them.
There's graphic videos.
There's not good. It's double plus ungood. So, like,
double plus ungood.
Yeah,
it's like the dark web on display, basically.
Yeah. And like this is funny too. Like, a lot of the guys that have been trying to, like, basically stay even on Israel and even on like the anti-Semitism bit, they're even like, I just can't. I just don't even know how to frame up these conversations anymore without talking about Israel. And without talking about, a certain group of people within a certain group of people that are fucking assholes. And he goes through this whole bit, and he's like losing his shit because he's tried to stay even on everything. And now he's like, if this is official, if this is what's actually getting released, and I'm reading it, and I'm going through it, I'm scrubbing it, trying to make sense of it. If it's not just a bullshit plant, or if it's not just completely part of the big fucking deception, which it might be, he's losing. Smoke's coming out of his ears. He's just like, I don't even know how to talk about this anymore. Everything is 10 times worse than what I thought it was.
Yeah.
And then he's going through, and he's like, there's no way I can even possibly remain neutral in my speak on this anymore. He's trying to do all journalistic, like try to, be fair to both sides. And he just lost his shit. He's like, there's just everybody's in here. Everybody's in here.
What if they take the internet down because, what if Trump, he's like, just shut the internet down.
Yeah, just shut
down the internet.
The old 10 days of darkness from Q-Tardia.
But you know what? Hold on. There was I saw a tiny story. There apparently was a earthquake at Trump's golf course it's called David, what's Trump's golf course called? Bedminster?
Is that one in Jersey?
Yeah. So there was
Is that the one we felt in Brooklyn when we were there?
No, this was like last week.
Oh, okay.
Didn't get really much of a news coverage or anything like that. Nobody really posted anything about it. I just saw it like just in passing. And so it got me thinking, like, Ivana Trump is buried at Mar-a-Lago. They need to go and dig up these properties because who knows what else is buried underneath there.
Yeah, I know. Oh, hey, FE Nation. Oh, no, I've got, because of our little improvised studio, I have to like hold the wire in between a laptop and the interface. And every now and then, if I turn my head the wrong way, like if I do this, then I get a buzz. So
Can't
I'm like,
you just hook it on there?
yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe that'll
That's
work.
better. I don't
Anyway,
Here at tinfoil sombrero ellipsis.
Yeah.
But professionals over here. Heck yeah.
So anyway, I like there was no way to prepare talking about this today, and I don't know that we over here at the Sombrero need to. It's not really our lane. I mean, we all know how dark it is, and like how shitty some people apparently are.
Hey,
this was a bit of a surprise
him?
for me.
Remember when we saw Epstein? Remember when we saw him? At,
oh yeah, and that was at Zulu. That was Zulu's thing.
Yeah, it was at Zulu's thing.
Yeah,
we saw him on the beach. Gene, do you remember that?
It was a doppelganger, but it was very close.
No, dude, I got pictures of him. Remember we were sitting out and we were having that drink at that little beach bar, and I was like, dude.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he's alive. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, supposedly they have sightings of him in Dallas, Texas, and Dallas.
I mean, if you have that much power, you don't get held in jail. They fake your suicide. They take you out and interrogate you and torture you until you give it up, or your friends come and get you and take you to the Epstein Island somewhere else.
Hold on. There's people sneaking onto Epstein Island now. People are taking kayaks over there.
That's been going on for a while.
And so some of the footage is seriously creepy. They have like a whole cupboard full of baby plates, and like the temple inside of the blue striped thing is
Hey,
really
Nico, did
dark.
you see where the aerial view of Epstein Island shows that they concreted over like a tennis court or something?
Oh, okay.
Like they paved over the tennis court. And my theory is it's one of those like Team America World Police places for them to land helicopters or something, and they paved it over.
Oh, I was thinking of mass grave, actually.
Oh,
that was dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, crimes against women.
The topic called. They want that comment back.
Why aren't these people being interrogated? Why aren't the allegations taken more seriously? Why are these people still in power? If they were able to why are they able to get away with this? And be rich and have private planes and do all of the things. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's not fair.
Power protects power. That's what it is.
Well, and Satan runs this place, so I mean.
I know the child of darkness.
Yeah,
runs everything around here.
What's it?
One of those memes, and it was like
externally
the 3D rendering of what
hierarchy.
Satan looked like. It was just a photo of Netanyahu.
It's so funny, Josh, that you bring that up. It's like
you say Don Knotts?
No, it was Bibi, not Yahoo. It just looked exactly like Bibi.
Oh. So they have Josh. They have like one of the metaphorical. Well, it's metaphorical, but it's described if you're coming from the biblical standpoint of powers and principalities, right? So it doesn't show up as Satan, but it shows up as an embodiment within powers and principalities, right? And that's what runs this place. And when you think about it, you incorporate that to large corporations, big money, BlackRock, everything else. You could almost make a description of powers and principalities. And when you think about that, and a lot of people I don't think there's a lot of atheists on here. I think a lot of us had that breakthrough a long time ago. Whatever it is that you're pursuing spiritually, go for it. But when you talk about the people that they're talking about in these lists, in this release thing that happened today or whatever, they have a religion, just like anyone else has a religion. And they follow their religion to a T, probably better than some other people follow their religions, whatever you think about religion and everything else. They follow theirs too. Theirs just doesn't look like, a lot of others. And their religion requires a certain amount of activity. Some of those are, they don't resonate with us because, sacrifice and all
sacrifice.
That stuff. They've been growing up with this stuff their whole lives. They're like, what's the big deal? This is just what we've always been doing. They don't really do that, but I'm like, It's kind of like, if you don't understand that they obey what they believe to be true, just like other religions obey what they believe to be true, then you're not doing yourself very good favor insofar as discernment about what's going on. Because what's happening, at least that I can look at in here, is you've got massive amount of really nasty activity.
Yep.
Of people probably doing what they've been doing since they were kids and their parents have been doing.
Dude,
and they don't know any fucking better, or they're just evil as shit. And they're like, what's the big fucking deal? I'm like, I don't know.
No, dude,
Kids?
people in India who marry child brides, what's the big deal?
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's what you're conditioned to in your environment.
Exactly. But
And they
I
can
mean,
normalize
they're
almost
out in the
anything.
secular world, they should be able to
That's right, Gene.
see.
You can normalize, you know.
Okay, that's the word. So it's been normalized in their. It's just the way of life
Yeah.
in their sick and twisted world of shit.
Which, by the way, that's kind of the point of Revelation of the Method. The can't think of her name, Blavatsky, Madame Blavatsky.
You're talking about.
And then you have the
Blavatsky,
externalization of
Madame
the externalization of the hierarchies about the levels of demons and which ones to worship for whatever you need.
But you guys, they're not hiding it though. They're
That's
not hiding
that's
it.
the other book is the Revelation of the Method. She says that further down the road, this stuff won't sound as bizarre. It'll become like an everyday known thing.
That's the fucked up part. Like, why is this stuff that is in these documents? Why are there so many of them? One, there's millions and millions of that is more than enough for a grand jury to say, hey, yeah, we have to, you know.
Well, not if the grand jury is also practicing that same.
Yeah, but right, yeah,
We
they're
gotta
all
bring a little
kinda-
levity to this conversation really quick. Hang on. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Yeah,
Here it
okay,
is.
let's change the subject. How about
Nope, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on.
Before Frazzle Drip,
Oh, she's not gonna do it. Oh, little turd. There it is.
Oh.
oh,
Yeah. Speaking of fathead, we're gonna go to a break here, and then we'll be back. And I think that's enough. You guys have heard enough about that shit. It's gnarly. If you guys want to take a dive on it, you know, there's plenty of people out there scrubbing that stuff.
Actually,
well, that's our purpose in
before we go
being
to
here
break,
is to shine light on dark rabbit holes.
really quick before we go to break.
Yeah.
Tonight is the full snow moon, so go out and look at the moon. It's absolutely beautiful here, and it's about rest, relaxation, and it's the last 2.5 weeks of the year of the snake. So there's going to be a lot of revelations of the method being sort of exposed. So the next 2.5 weeks are going to be really interesting.
It will indeed. We will see.
It was
guys
almost
here.
60 here today, by the way.
Ooh,
Because
nice.
they're all snowing, and it's almost 60 in Colorado.
I mean, doesn't
I
make
know,
any
see,
sense.
that's just
That's
weird.
not
It
right
should be
at all.
snowing where you are and not where we are. That's
Exactly.
just very strange.
All right, we'll see you guys in a little
Strange
bit.
times
Hang around. We got
indeed.
another hour. We're going to talk about some shit.
Have you ever felt just because you don't fit their version of acceptable? Ever felt that you carry an inner fire? Have you ever felt alone in this world?
Sorry, I had to start that over.
Like everyone else is walking a path you were never meant to follow? Have you ever been let down by family and friends just because you don't fit their version of acceptable? Ever felt that you carry an inner fire when the world keeps trying to smother? Then listen closely, because there is a place for you. Once a year, hidden in the Colorado mountains, something awakens. A gathering that hums with life, a pulse felt by those who've never truly belonged anywhere else. Music slips through the night air, laughter rolls across the open fields, and a massive bonfire casts its glow on the faces of old and new misfits from across the realm. This isn't just an event, it's a refuge in the night, a rebirth in the mountains, where lost souls find a light, a laid back flame. Strangers who will never be strangers again. It's where the outcasts become a tribe. Where the broken hearts revive, where the world feels far away, and the soul learns how to stay in the firelight. We heal our pain, so come on home to jam in the plane.
In a world. In a world.
The Flat Earth Sun, Moon and Zodiac Clock app. Frequently asked questions. More resources. Books divided into your favorite categories. Shopping for that perfect flat earth item. Homeschool section. Featured content creators. Biblical cosmology. Old world research. Video search feature. Games. The Meetup Maker will help you find your local tribe. Matchmaker to help you find that special someone. Search your selected radius and say hello. Image search for those key images at your fingertips. Enjoy our chat section. Selected new background in our settings area. Time lapse. Zodiac. And time zones. The Friend Finder helps you see where all the cool people are hanging. Use your referral code and earn points and Dome cryptocurrency. Beat the Google censorship and get your Flat Earth Clock app today at flatearthdave.com.
Hey guys, Lowry here. My new record, Night Movies at Beach 97, is out now on Mother West. It can be found on all streaming platforms. However, stick around to the end of this video as there is a better deal that allows you to get the recordings, all of them, 20 years of music, on your device or your machine in high fidelity, and circumvent the middleman. So stick around real quick and I'll tell you that. So if you pop on the hyperlink that is coming up here now, you will, there's also a link in the description. You can go to the label website and you can pick out a song you want to download by itself, or you can buy an album there. They're all there. There's 60 tunes, but if you click on that buy digital album link there, that's the box set, a digital box set, my entire collection of 20 years. You can put whatever number you want in there. It says $50, but whatever you deem desirable, you can have all of my music in high fidelity on your machine. So, thank you. Yeah, we're debuting it tonight. It's going to be one of fucking hate that circle.
Well, this is.
Here, I'll give you some mic here.
Well, no, you can't. Now I'm speaking over the QR code.
Oh,
where
here,
you
watch out.
click on, or you can take a picture of that to get Lowry's album. What are you doing?
I'm gonna move the camera because it got moved when a dog like ran through and ransacked the whole place.
Oh, I see.
There you go.
Yeah, so winter weather, I have a migraine. I'm kind of out of it right now, actually. But when we were in Puerto Rico, we took advantage of the beach, which I can't wait until it's sunny and beachy, not like it is today, because I'm done with winter. We made we filmed this little video for Mermaids, which is one of my favorite songs on Alex's new album.
Let's play it. She did a good job. Good job, baby.
The tears land they may, sending to fool sunny faces like me. Your softest skin reserved as beauty. After precious gems they built it till they didn't really marry well. Never seen a chance and now we're gonna fall in love. It didn't go well. So it won't help anyone who sees. Seeding ships until we bleed like you and me. As it's measured sands and seas likewise our memory. Of love for the satisfied. We can swim and die. My princess died. It's you, my love. It's you, my love. It's you, my love. It's you, my love. You keep me here, my love.
So there you go. I think she did a really good job on that. Probably have like one or two versions, you think, maybe?
Yeah, that was kind of like there's still some more footage that I haven't put in there. I just kind of was playing around a little bit, but that's kind of it's a cool cut of it. But I think there's a few tweaks that I want to do to get a few things a little bit better.
Alex, I love that you almost gave yourself a standing ovation.
Great video. I like it a lot. The videography is great.
That's
obviously the
the song
music
is
is
awesome,
without
too.
saying it's good, but I'm just saying the videography is good too.
This guy likes it too.
Great song, too,
I am a
man.
photographer, and that's what I do. And it was funny. I was thinking about, like, Alex wasn't filming me. I literally set up the camera when I had that swing, and he sat on the beach, like, a little bit over, and I'm like, just having the time of my life, swinging with the. I'm like, wee, that was a good take, and then I just like took it and smashed it over this other.
Yeah, and a side note on that too, we weren't sure. Well, this was when the Venezuela thing happened, which has disappeared from the news. That's funny. That's why we shot it. We were like, we've got 3 days, we can't go anywhere. Flights are all down in Puerto Rico, and like, well, you want to try to shoot a video? And I'm like. Okay, well, let's take. What do we got? We've got a couple. We had several good cameras with us, and I mean, I was talking to Crumb last night. I was like, look, a lot of video production teams spend a lot of their budget on just getting the band to a location. Well, we're already here, and we've already got good cameras. So let's just go out and spend the time at these little secret beaches that are on the east and south of Puerto Rico, and start goofing off and doing music. And I think most of you guys listening probably know, but like most of my music is in some form has been about reality and character studies and all this stuff. But when night movies started happening, started writing it in 2015. There was a lot of us that understand what was happening at that point in time going on, and I never wrote like on the nose, say like conspiracy music guru about the subjects that we talk about. But I allude to them, because I'm kind of more of a, I like writing about life in general. But there's a lot of allusions to Fiona Epsilon on that record. So I'm going to be promoting this for the next, 5 years probably, because I don't know if I'm ever going to have a chance to get into a studio to do a fifth full production record. But the box set thing that's on there, if you go there, we don't get a lot of money from Spotify. My stuff is all over all the digital outlets, but I have yet to see any checks from any of these people. Whereas if you go to the label site, that's divided equally, 20% to Charles, who's the head of Mother West, 80% to me. And you're supporting this kind of stuff, and you're supporting music if you like it, and you get to own it on your device. So there you go. There's my pitch.
Can we move that QR code to the bottom corner?
I don't know. Rico?
I don't think so. I messed with it earlier. I'll play with it.
Yeah.
Can you just
that's the QR code that you can go
switch
directly
our
to
screens
the.
Then me and Alex and you, because.
Oh yeah, you can put us in the bottom right.
I don't want to be covered up by Alex's QR code.
Hey, you're seeing him.
I'm sorry, I don't. Like, I'm a
mirror,
little bit
Nico.
more narcissistic than that. Like, I want to see myself on the screen. Like, come on. I don't want to be
Hey,
hidden
Nico,
behind a fucking
Nico,
QR
stop
code with
talking.
my boyfriend's music.
Nico.
I know how to do it.
No, listen.
Over. Make me bigger.
Okay.
No,
Listen. Oh my God. I'm gonna.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
No.
I make my own movies.
Look, there you go.
I want to star in my own movies.
Okay, hold on, Nico.
So there's the QR code. There it is not. See.
Are you
No,
quite
just
done?
move our
Listen,
screen
it wasn't
over.
You're seeing the mirror
You
of
just
it. It wasn't
swap
over your face.
me and you. You're Rico. You can go first. I'll be next. Then I'm in the middle.
You don't
Said it,
understand what I'm
guys.
saying.
I'm just
Listen
kidding.
for a
You don't
second.
have to. I just
It's
thought
not
that was
covered
funny.
up.
Really quick, Nico and Alex. Cassie would like to say hi if that's all right.
Hi, Cassie.
Hang on.
Hi, Cassie, sweetheart. How are you? I think about you all the time. And the kittens got so big.
Good.
You're good?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? I'm going to come out and see you again when your dad does jumping on the plane, and I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun.
My dad
I know, and how's Jack?
He's good.
Yeah? Are you guys having fun? Hi, Kelsey. Aw, I can't wait to see you guys. It's going to be so fun.
I can't wait to be in the tent with your kitties.
Yeah, you know what? I will bring Esther and Roy, and they grew up. They're big kitties now. I can see it. Let me see if I'll find them. I'll find them, and I'll come and show you in a little bit. Actually, I'm going to go find one of them. I'll go find something.
Okay.
So, in other news, Did those guys try this Artemis thing this week? It was supposed to be this week, right? Did they not try it?
Yeah, it was the other day. It was too cold in Florida.
So you all kicking the can down the road again?
Oh, yeah.
Look, can you see her?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on,
Can you imagine? It was like 30 degrees or 25 degrees. I don't understand how it's too cold to launch a rocket that's going into
It's
minus
weird,
200
right?
degree weather.
Say hi to Cassie.
The thing with me was like, I was like, how are they going to try to fake it when there is like an enormous amount of people out there that have now we've wrecked this thing over
Look
and
how
over
big
and
she
over again.
I know.
And I'm just like, I'm thinking this through, and I'm like, okay, I want them to do it. I want them to do it just to watch the internet completely destroy NASA over again, But like the gamble was, or at least I don't think Vegas. I don't think you can bet on NASA. Can you bet on NASA in Vegas? Anybody?
Probably.
So like,
Oh my gosh, let's open up a book for that.
like
Isn't there
I
that
bet
one
on-
page, that one website? I don't remember. It's like got bets for all different sorts of things instead of just
everything.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's called though, but I'm not.
Do they have an
I'm
option
not
for kicking
gambling.
the can down the road? I'll put my money
Probably.
on that every
Probably.
time, right? But I wanted them to do it because it was just another bit of like stuff that we can look at and be like, you guys are fucking idiots. What are you doing? Like how many people still believe this bullshit? And so it was too cold. So how long down the memory hole does it happen until Artemis just fades? Just like no one's talking about Venezuela anymore, and we lived through the lockdown on Puerto Rico.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was that guy. He was the only person to fly out of Puerto Rico. Our tax dollars paid for that. Our tax dollars paid to bomb Venezuela to get a man and
Who
bring
was it?
him. And nobody's heard anything since.
Who was it again?
Maduro.
Yeah, and
okay.
the guy that changed outfits 4 times during the day and like smiled as he was walking up
He
to.
was giving thumbs up in handcuffs, and they had him in zip ties.
Yeah.
Zip tie handcuffs. Come on.
It was kind of silly, but like
I have both in my van.
Yeah, the other side of me still wants to like I'm looking at this like this is scripted, and like if it's supposed to be some sort of like Spinal Tap for reality, right? They're doing a damn good job. The script writers are nailing it one after another.
Wait,
They're like,
how did we get
wait, how do we fuck this scene up? Let's change this. Let's change this out like 4 times.
Spinal Tap multiverse.
I'm telling you, man,
That's
it's like that
hilarious.
crazy. And I'm looking at it like every single time I look at a scene, I'm like, oh, that scriptwriter is twisted, but that's funny. That's fucking
I just
funny.
caught what you said, Nico.
It's crazy.
Oh my God. Dave, do you want to say hi to Rico? Oh, he's in his head. He's
He's in his Gene.
Tell him much love.
Yeah, Murphy, are you listening? Hey, I don't know what he's doing. He's making a.
Oh, he's having a dumpling.
He's having a dumpling. Yeah, but like if you kind of sit back from it, like just as we do, and you realize and you look how silly it is. If you consider the whole thing a movie, right? It is geniusly funny, and also it irritates the fuck out of you. You're just like, there's people that believe this shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a little. It's even to the point of creepy now. You guys are talking
It's
about.
like creepy doll creepy,
Yeah, really, it is.
It's like poltergeist creepy. Like
Definitely.
Amityville horror style creepy.
Yeah, we're saying, go, Gene, go for it.
It's just weird that you guys were saying before about Trump and his supporters. That's the weirdest thing, Like you said, I could go on 42nd Street and pew someone, and my supporters will still back me up. He said that in the first gig. Like what was that? 5 or 6 years ago now, I guess. We're pushing 8 years. I guess it was in the beginning when he won.
Years and years ago.
Yeah, from his first.
That was
first
no.
term.
That was from a long time ago.
2016 to 2020, right? So
Yeah.
it's probably like 2016 or 17 when he said that. And it's
Guys, it's
true,
been
I
10
got
years.
friends that are like, so a couple of them flipped over with the Epstein thing. They were like, oh no, they had enough, and they're like, I don't care what he does anymore. He's a piece of shit. But some of them, I'm like, but dude, what about the money he found hemorrhaging out the door? We're supposed to get this refund. Where's our refund? I don't even want the money. He's doing a good job. Like, you count every nickel in everybody's pocket you look at, bro, and you don't want your money? It's crazy. They're that it's a total brainwashing, and it is cultish.
It's a bit cultish, and I was thinking too, like if you wanted to get, and again, this is the way we talk in our little community here. I guess it's like if you want to get a bunch of people pissed off at each other, you just constantly plant little bullshit stories on both sides and get everybody fighting with each other over some stupid shit. Now, the Epstein stuff, I think we can all agree on, like, don't mess with the kids. I mean, that goes without saying. But these other little psyops they plant all the way around is just designed to get people to fucking talk to each other and angry at each other, right? Yeah. So MAGA's going to lose their fucking mind because, sorry, MAGA, Trump's all over this shit. I mean, if we were to believe this official drop, there are statements all the way down, and there's a lot more Trump than I ever would have thought was in there. I thought they might have been able to nail him on like one or two things where he was like at a party, and there was he was around the situation. No. It was according to this, he was involved in.
He was like a ringleader.
That blew my mind. I just didn't think that he would run again if he'd done that.
Let's pull up that Robin Williams comedy skit where he says Trump is the Wizard of Oz. He literally was like low-key whistleblower way back before he.
I'm already probably going to get copyrighted on my own music on this show, but I could look for it.
Do you want me to find it?
Why don't you find it, and I'll share the link if you can find it. But yeah, so like, and this is weird too, and this goes along with Fiona Epsilon too, is like every time there's a surge in people talking about cosmology, there's a surge in bullshit psyops. I just watch it. I don't have a special talent for like that sort of thing. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. That came out. And so now here's a story about this to just totally obliterate this other story, right? And when I say that the script is running thin, you can tell because the stories get more ridiculous on each side. And then it is meant to confuse, the proletariat, I guess, or the voting public, or whatever the correct terminology is. That it's to piss off everybody that thinks they're actively involved in a government that's a mafia, that they have no interest in the people whatsoever. So like, as you see this unfold, like today's bomb, like I said earlier in the first hour, it's going to last for months, like, because they have to pour through this stuff, and they have to determine, like, and then another thing, some of the redactions, the black thing that they put over the name was lifted a little bit so you can actually see some of the name underneath it. And I'm like, okay, that's either on purpose or they had AI doing it because there was too many documents to go through and do it with like a staff per se. But if I was surprised today with what I saw, and that was just my first dipping my toes in the pool on that topic, I can't even imagine like what else is in there. Is this the big drop to like divert us from everything? I don't know, man. I'm ranting. Anybody go ahead.
Here, I found the thing.
You did?
Yeah.
Am I going to get a copyright on this?
No. Why would you get a copyright?
I don't know. There's people in Q world that think Robin Williams is still alive and he's playing the president of South America.
They think he's playing like Biden or something.
No, the president of South America.
Oh yeah, the president of what's his name?
Yeah.
Maduro?
He's also Jewish.
Oh my God, maybe that's really what they do. They just come back to play politicians over and over again.
Yeah, I don't know. It's bizarre.
But this was from 2012, and I actually remember this Robin Williams skit from 2012 because that was when everything got like all weird, and I was like, dude, he's right. It's not even a joke.
Okay, so this is for educational purposes only, everybody.
No, it's not. It's to expose the elites for what they're doing, like
unless he planted
babies,
it on. Unless he planted it on purpose. I don't know. This is from 2012. Let's have a look. See here. This is just a short. So YouTube, please don't copyright me.
Trump is the Wizard of Oz. He is the guy. It's a man. He plays Monopoly with real fucking buildings. This is a scary man. And he owns all these beauty pageants, Miss America, Miss Universe. Isn't that a bit like Michael Vick owning a series of pet stores? It's a fucking catch and release program for him. This is a man who said, my daughter is hot. Even people in Arkansas went, that's fucking wrong. That's just way out of place. And that fucking hair, my God. I believe the hair is the Donald. I believe that's it. I believe the body is a maintenance system for the hair. He goes home at night going, we're home. Hey, fuck it, let's get out of here now. I'll fuck her. Let's do this.
That was, oh yeah, that's good. And that was,
I
that was,
can't imagine
that was
him
12.
talking
That was
to his-
2012. That's when shit really started to hit the fan, and then it got stuck to the fan. So shit is stuck to the fan right now, you guys.
I have to imagine Donald Trump's comb over being like his pet. Like, you pooped in the refrigerator and you ate the whole wheel of cheese. I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
It's like a ferret on his head.
Yeah.
It just like curls up.
Yeah, like there's a lot of people, you know, that they okay. So if you're of the cube or the cube disposition, you've got they'll point to like one drop way back when it was like some who are dead are alive, and some who are alive are dead, and so that goes back to the whole. Sorry, there we go. That goes back to the whole. There are celebrities that are alive playing people. You've got a certain group of people that think like they're all wearing masks, okay, which is legit because their mask tech is really good. You've got another circle of people who think that cloning is a possibility. I never spent a lot of time on cloning because just developing the avatar, and then you're asking me to believe that they can transplant memories and cognitive ability into an avatar. That being said, I can walk it back and say, like, if AI has been around forever and it's just been hidden from us, what else has there been? So like that would go back to the whole Biden wasn't Biden, because it clearly wasn't the Biden that we knew from, you know, back when. You could just look at his face. There were so many fucked up things about Biden. Nothing was right about his face, you know? And
ears,
so like
the nose, the eyes, the chin.
Yeah, and so like you walk yourself through this, and like then it's by design is like, oh, he was cloned. Well, that's another rabbit hole, right? Or like, oh, he's wearing a mask, you know? I mean, but the guy was clearly a walking clown. He
You
was
guys,
a walking
they're
clown.
reptiles in masks, okay?
You know?
They just had a new mask, kind of like they
Bumbling
got a glow
clown.
up. Their mask got a glow up or something. They're just run-of-the-mill reptiles, just eating.
Well, and then here's the other thing too is
The thrill, right?
Who's the guy, the fittest flat earther? He's taking some shit right now online.
Why?
But
Oh,
he's-
that guy
he's-
thinks everybody is. Yeah, he goes way too far, man.
He goes like, he's like, this person's actually this person. Curious, you know. But like, I mean, the guys, but they're giving him a lot of exposure, which always gives me pause, because if you get a lot of exposure, it means that you're working for the machine that's creating the exposure, right?
He's been beefing with Sam Tripoli.
Yeah, has he been on Sam Tripoli's show or anything like that?
No, but he says that he's like Sam Tripoli is like Henry VIII or something weird like that. Like he divides their face and shows like a picture, then the famous person, you know.
Huh.
Yeah, I haven't seen that particular one, but he's got dozens of them. Some of them are a little more ridiculous than the next ones.
Yeah. So here we are. Like, here we are in this show. What's up, NDB?
What's happening?
Hi,
NDB, what's up, bro?
We're just talking about the shit show that is the world, and
nothing's happening. It's just cold as fuck as ice. It's just cold as ice.
I know.
You know,
isn't ice
they
like
had
a
the
theme lately?
incubator
Ice
babies.
Baby. I bet Vanilla Ice is getting like a whole bunch of royalties right now.
yeah. Would you say incubator babies, Gene? From the
Yeah, you know, that was like 100 years ago, 120 and 30 years ago. So I'm wondering about that implant and, making
Oh, when they
several of
used to
these
like
things.
have
Or just,
designer babies and they would go to like Coney Island and go and pick them out.
Well, they had this whole
incubator.
myth story behind them. They were Cabbage Patch Kids, right? They came from the Cabbage Patch, right? But actually, like, they might have been producing babies.
Oh my God, is a cat?
like,
Wait, hold on.
seems like it, right?
It feels a little. It feels a little curious, right? And so you go through, like, as we understand, people create backstories for modern day narratives, right?
Yeah,
That
right.
seems like a backstory for back and then a narrative, like, oh, these babies, they come from the Cabbage Patch, just like.
Oh my God! So the
And the
Cabbage
medical
Patch had a whole
system
bunch of
was
Handmaid's
new.
Tales ladies, and they turned their
You haven't
vaginas
been down
into...
the
Yeah,
dark
no, I
hole of
have,
Cabbage
but
Patch
no,
Kids?
I'm thinking about this in like a whole different way, but like, yeah, a baby could turn her vagina into a cabbage.
That's okay. That's funny, but it's completely dark and different.
Well, that would be a perfect. That's a
So
perfect
women are
plan to-
cabbages. Women
That's a
are,
perfect
oh
plan
my
to-
God, ew.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
so like
It's
here's this.
Oh my God!
Gene, maybe you know more about this, Gene, but I'll present it to you, and Gene, you can finish it off. It's like basically the backstory of.
No, I know the Cabbage Patch story.
You know the orphan trains and all
Yes,
that stuff,
yes,
and then they had to have a backstory where these kids coming from and like all that, and they put all the people that knew about history into the insane asylums and called them insane. And everyone else was new to the new history, as opposed to like the orphan trains and everything else. That was
that was my point.
Right.
Same thing with the
that
World
was the big
Fair.
reset where they had to reset everything, so they had to
Yeah.
like kill all the parents off and then raise the babies and.
So there's a
Cabbage
different
Patch.
timeline.
That's fucking gross.
With those guys, there's a different timeline, so it makes it easy to write whatever you want for the history, like the World Fair.
They didn't have the internet, so news traveled kind of slower back then.
Isn't it also funny that there's no more insane asylums? That was just a thing for one point in time. Hey, you want to watch something dark? Watch Annie again. That shit's fucked up, dude. It's all
Annie?
about the orphans.
Well,
how about
yeah,
Pinocchio?
that's right.
Pinocchio?
Oh, Pinocchio, yes.
They go to
What
that
about the
island,
Little
they come back
Rascals?
different.
Treasure Island.
Right, the Little Rascals.
Oh,
Yeah,
I loved the Little Rascals.
It's all like, where these kids come from? And like, well, we never had parents. And like you don't hear stories about orphans. Well, there's orphans today, obviously, but it's like you don't hear about these mass movement of orphans on trains going various places. It's bizarre. Okay,
Or even like an overload in the system of orphans. They'd be begging for help. Please donate. We need your help. We need families. We need this and that and everything else.
Yeah, you don't hear about it. It's
No.
bizarre.
And think of
Hold on. If they had that many orphans, who adopted them? Or did they just grow up and like
they were
make
purchased,
other orphan babies?
They were purchased for labor, as I
Yeah,
understand.
farmers bought a lot of them. It seems, you know.
Chimney cleaners,
Okay,
chimney.
Oh
So-
yeah, it's the
yeah,
chimney
they used to be
cleaners. They
chimney
drop
cleaners
them.
because they're small enough to fit down a chimney, and they could like fit in the mines, and like child labor was bad.
Yeah.
But let's get off child labor and Epstein and children. Can we talk about CERN, the timeline portal? Apparently, there's a whole bunch of new animals that showed up because CERN admitted that they fucked up the timeline.
You got a video on that?
What?
I'll find one.
New animals, really?
Yes, CERN opened up a portal, and apparently we have new animals. So
Like what?
I don't know. There's like new weird animals.
Jean, sometimes she just presents things, and then we have to like backtrack and figure out what she's talking about.
All right,
It's
I'm
concerning.
curious. I love animals so much, man. It's like that would be interesting to hear something like that.
You know, there's
And
something on the. I want to retrace one more thing before we get to that. Is last week Nicole made some pretty big claims. No, I'm just saying. I'm saying actually now this week I feel a little bit better about where your position was on that, even though there was your evidence is text messages from your friend. Elon was all over those things today. Now that's the last thing I'm going to say about it, and then we'll get back to what are you talking about? What you have the video?
Let me
here?
I'll find something.
We all knew Elon was a cutout
CERN.
anyway, so this is not a big surprise to anybody listening here.
No. The only reason why I was talking about him last week was because he really, like, when Carrie started working for SpaceX, I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. You know, good for you. And he was working on really awesome stuff, and he would send me pictures of, like, the rocket launches in Florida. So I knew it was happening from a friend who was literally on the ground there. So they are doing something. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but just to summarize it up, my friend Carrie, I went to high school with him. Like, our families went to church together. Super sweet guy, always really cool, incredibly smart. He was best friends with my best friend's little brother. So we had kept in communication for, like, years. And he just made something. He just invented something, and he was sending me messages about it. And I talked to him, like, on FaceTime a little bit about it, and he would, like, send me pictures of what he was working on. And he's like, oh my God, SpaceX is going to buy my tech, and we're going to have like a whole entire retreat in Bali, and like I'm taking you with me. And I'm like, okay.
Nice.
And then all of a sudden, Carrie got cut in half on a motorcycle accident.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I went to, so the only people that were at his funeral were SpaceX people. And it was the weirdest thing. And like I've been in communication with his brother Dustin, so I should follow up with Dustin and see what else is going on if Dustin ever found anything. But like, yeah, it was really bizarre. And then all of a sudden, Starlink went up, literally within the next month.
Starlink.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. And
You
she does
the
have
most
some receipts on that.
lights ever.
I do. And Carrie was working on some kind of heat thing, something that had to do with heat. And he explained a little bit to me, but I didn't know. But my friend works, that's cool. My friend works at SpaceX. He's one of the SpaceX, he was the engineer for SpaceX. And then all of a sudden he dies, and then
Gene, were you at the eclipse in New York? I can't remember.
No, I didn't make it.
No, there was a NASA
No,
guy there.
he wasn't there.
There was a NASA guy there.
The Hubble guy?
Yeah, the Hubble guy. Oh
telescope
my
guy?
God, we still haven't resolved all that video. We have him on
NDB
video.
has a recording on his.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy was so funny.
You yelled over all the footage, NDB. And we
No,
couldn't
he
hear what
didn't.
the
Not
fuck-
on his.
Not
Not
on
on
his?
his. Not on his. You can hear the whole entire conversation, and on his, you can see his dad in the back. Remember, I told you his dad in
And
the background.
his
was,
dad
shaking
winked.
his head?
His dad walks. Okay, so
He's in the background of NDB's video, shaking his head,
let me set this up for you guys. Okay, so we're in the lobby of a hotel. We just barely got the eclipse because they chemtrailed the shit out of the skies the day before.
But Dave Weiss had vinegar boiling.
Yeah, we're all sitting there. NDB's yelling at the screen because he knows that NBA player is a man. He's yelling at that screen. We're talking to Hubble guy.
It was on the screen.
No, it was Weiss and I and Nicole. Weiss is trying to tell this Hubble guy, and also the archivist Keith, I believe his name's Keith. He's sitting there, and they're going over the pictures that he's supposedly getting pictures from Hubble, which is really that plane in the sky. And this guy's melting down. This guy's losing his shit. He's cog-dissed out like a motherfucker. He can't stand it. His dad walks in behind him while he can't see him. We're all looking at his dad. His dad looks down at all of us and winks at all of us and says, "Keep going." Because I think his dad is sad that he actually gave his son a chance to work at a place that's false. And he's winking at us. He's winking at us. Keep going, keep going. So then we watch later as we're walking around the lobby. He's sitting down with his dad. We were watching him really closely. And he has kind of a sad, pouty face on. His dad is trying not to bring the weight down on him too hard. But he did not respond to that conversation well at all. It's his whole life experience and everything he thought he was doing was shot. And we were just trying to be look, dude, you're looking at pictures. They're just not coming from space. They're coming from what's that plane called? It's the Guppy. Is it the Guppy? Whatever it is. It's
Sophia.
Sophia, yeah, and it has Hubble in Sophia's belly, and they shoot pictures of the light lighting
you,
or
Tony.
whatever.
DC
Well, there was
33,
this one
Caitlin
thing
Clark.
that he said, and it was in the middle of this whole argument, and him and Dave Weiss are going back and forth, and NDB's cackling right over here, and I'm sitting there, and he's like, "You mean to tell me that I'm lying to everybody?" And we were all like,
Yes.
"Yeah."
Yes, you are.
All of us were like, "Yeah," yeah. And then his wife too. His wife was in on it. His wife was
we had a good conversation with her.
Oh, she was mad.
Man, she was a psycho.
She was so mad. How can you possibly say that about my husband? I was like, I'm not saying anything about
She
your
was
husband.
all sticking up for him.
We're just telling you what we've uncovered. This is just what it is. It's just not what you say it is. And she didn't really have any responses. She was kind of mad, angry, and whatever. And I'm like, I can't really get mad with you because I'm not mad.
Okay. Also, too, there were quite a few people, and this eclipse thing, it happened. I also had a migraine on that day too. But this whole
We got an
entire
eclipse
thing,
coming
we were
up.
on top of a parking garage, right? There was quite a few people there. It was a casino, hotel and casino. There was a lot of people there, including kids, families, everything. And where we were talking, where we had set up was a closed bar that you couldn't really see it. You had to find where we were sitting. And this motherfucker just casually comes walking past, and he's like, "Hey, I work for Hubble."
Yeah, because he saw a bunch of flat Earth shirts. He was not. He
Well,
wanted.
yeah,
he wanted.
but
To,
did
he
he
wanted
see
to
us
flex.
on- did
he
he
wanted
see
to
us
flex
on the roof?
He wanted to flex. He saw the flat Earth shirts. He heard us talking. He wanted to flex. He came into the wrong saloon too, man. It was just.
Yeah, he did.
He was just you're going to get destroyed. Are you sure you want to sit down here? And dude did. And
He thought we was a bunch of
So
dumbasses.
Dave Weiss,
is what he thought.
Dave Weiss is trying to sign him up for the Flat Earth Moon and Zodiac app. You want to? I'll give you a promo code right now.
Give me your shekels.
Yeah, but we'll get away from that a little bit. But back to the I
really,
think it's.
Before you leave the David Weiss thing, this is
Yeah.
so off topic, but I probably would have never thought of it again. but I was sitting down after one of the meetups or a Flattoberfest. He's like, "You okay, Rico?" I was like, "I've had a bit too much to drink." His response, I got to hand him to it. He didn't even take a breath. He's like, "I've had the exact correct amount to drink." I was like, "Okay, I'll accept it."
Yeah, but like,
oh my god, I love Dave Weiss. Him and Paige are awesome. Like we've stayed at their house, we've been on their boat. Like they are just like super. Like, and Dave Weiss,
they are as
they're
advertised.
exactly the same as they are. Like there is no difference. Like you put a camera.
People
in front
give
of him,
Weiss
he's
a
the
lot of
same-
shit, but
He's gay online and he's gay in real life. Okay?
He's probably gay.
No, he's definitely not
Dave,
gay.
you're gay.
Cool
We
as
brought
hell,
the kittens,
man.
and he was like, "Give me them." Took the kittens up and was like sitting with the kittens just on the couch watching I don't know, Saab or something like that. I don't know who he was watching, flipping through TikTok on his TV.
But a good point of like all of this is like you know, if we walk it down from the umbrella of FE, that's the umbrella topic. It makes everything else look silly, right? But if you understand that bit of it, then you can start to talk about the little topics that sort of make a lot more sense, and they becomes more clear. Gene, I think you know, like we were talking about pianos today, Gene, and we're like, okay, so the narrative says we were in the mud traveling
Thank God
across
Fathead left.
America,
Horse and wagons.
And you gotta come to jamming on the plane. You
dusty
fucking
trail.
love
Fuck jamming on the plane. Fuck Fathead.
Yeah.
Am I going to be near there, where I'm going?
I don't know. No,
What?
not even
No,
close.
not
Where are you going?
About 3,000
Rico,
miles
you didn't call
away
me back.
from
Fuck
there.
you too.
Yeah, you didn't call me
Sorry,
back.
man. I just
What's up
remembered
with
it.
that?
Fathead
Somewhere
came
in
back
South
in, I think.
Carolina. I don't want to say more because I'm on the run from the mob.
Yeah. So, but if you break it down really, and like once you get your arms around like the umbrella topic, what happens is a lot of the other topics start to make a lot more sense. Like we were talking the orphan trains, Gene, and we're talking about the
Easier
piano. We're
to
talking about
digest, right?
Yeah, and this is really important. I want to talk about this because I was always about talking about the big organs, like the giant organs that are just like, who the fuck made that motherfucker? And they always go to this. They always go, oh, there's an old family somewhere in Europe, and they've been doing it for many years and it's generations. Right. Maybe that's true, but I doubt it. Okay, so but then Gene sends me a video today. He's like, how about pianos? Why do we have to look so big? I go through this piano video, and I realize that we're talking 12,000 parts, Gene.
Yeah,
there's a 30-ton
iron, cast iron,
cast
like
iron
special
plate.
iron to make special noises. Like it was the craziest.
Yeah.
I had no idea a piano was that complicated. Like what fucking technology created the piano? So
Yeah, you gotta be a tuner.
something with
You gotta have a
frequency and
piano
resonance
tuner
that
to come tune
runs
them.
our
Yeah.
So who was the
Who invented the piano?
No, probably
I
been
don't
around
know.
the whole time. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. It's the device
Well,
itself.
It does
doesn't
matter.
apply
'cause
to the
nothing was
narrative.
free.
Well, I think when
Scott,
it was
that's good.
invented
That's
is
good
a little
thing.
more important
I want to hear
than
Gene's
who.
take, everybody. I want to hear Gene's take.
I would think when was the first piano patented would be important for me to get. Now, is who did it? I don't really care personally, but no, 30,000 pounds of torque within the strings, and it takes 50 years to dry the wood so it doesn't warp during or after assembly. So the wood's got to be like pure, perfectly dry, and it's just crazy. And then they had to drag these 1,200-pound perfectly tuned machines from where? Like Philadelphia, New York, Boston, to all the way to California, because they had them in all the bars and saloons out in West.
Right.
So it doesn't really make sense. But the video is great. If anybody's on my Facebook, I put it up on my Facebook today. Check it out. It's like a half an hour long.
I just did a
Great
search
stuff.
for
I asked. I said, any musicians, carpenters, or ironworkers want to get in on this? It was a fascinating half-hour video.
It is.
bro?
And it's like, to me, like I've always known pianos my whole life, and I always knew what he was talking about in the video. I was like, yeah, that's a lot of work, and then I realized, oh shit.
12,000 parts, bro.
Yeah. So, what are you doing when you line up
No wonder
somebody?
they're so heavy, because I was like, this is just a piece of furniture. I didn't know until today that they're made like an iron skillet under there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The iron frame is what holds the tension.
Invention was around the year 7.
And all of those parts are interchangeable, which really suggests that it was not really handmade, because handmade is authentic. It's
I'm hand making a
artwork.
crochet thing right now.
But that's not
I'm
a piano.
Okay, let me tell you something. Crochet, fun fact. Crochet is the only form of textile art that has not been made into machine produced. So every single thing that has been crocheted, like granny blankets, has been made by hand.
Wow.
Because they can't replicate it on a machine.
Really?
Yes.
So the point I'm
That's
actually trying to
interesting.
make about pianos is the same about the big organs. It's the narrative doesn't line up with the ability of, say, someone in a horse-covered wagon on their way,
like an Amish person,
traversing the mud of the United States, and then somebody over here is making pianos that would be a fucking iPhone to them back then. It just doesn't make fucking sense. It's just retarded.
Yeah,
And
how they learn? These guys had to learn how to play those things out west, and during the gold rush, the alleged gold rush.
Like this, to have that tonality, to make it perfect. That's frequency. And it's just like
keys.
And
Hey, you know what? It could be fallen angel tech, considering Lucifer was the head of praise music before he got cast.
He was
down.
the chief, according to the biblical aspect. He was the chief musician of the court. Am I correct on that?
Yeah.
Anybody out there?
I think so.
Yeah.
And so, what you're looking at here is like not only the pianos. That was a surprise to me because I didn't even look at pianos. I looked at the organs, but the piano, it is a finely tuned machine. And I'm sorry, workers, anywhere, you'd have to be trained for, you have to be an indentured servant to be trained to learn how to create this, first of all. But that it was already
maintain it.
It was in the 1700.
1700, yeah. Bartolomeo Cristofori, something like that, in Italy.
So this dude had access to very, very dense metal, or he had alchemy experience. He was like, he has tech that can lift this fucking thing, which is heavy as hell. He knows the exact math to make sure that those lines will stay in tune for 1,000 years. He knows this stuff somehow, right? And some of these old pianos, they still work. Somebody knew that shit.
Where's the oldest piano in the world located?
I mean, if you believe Google, you can check. But I don't know. I mean, it's there was a harpsichord too. There was a harpsichord.
I made that up.
too.
I'm trying to get it to catch on.
But if you've ever been to a concert hall and you've experienced a giant concert grand, this motherfucker is big as a yacht. It's big.
Huge.
It's big. And to produce that takes a team of probably 20 people, 30 people. And to move it takes, a truck to move that
You hear
thing.
about
And it
those
never,
stories about when you see them lifting a piano 25 stories up to the city?
I've seen that before.
Pull the window. You have?
What do they do?
They take a crane and they lift it up and they take the windows out of the high rise in order to get it in, because they can't fit it. They can't take it apart. You can't fit it up the staircase
take it apart. It
or
won't
in a
fit in the
freight
elevator.
I mean, sometimes freight elevators are big enough to put the pianos in them, but I actually have seen a piano being hoisted up into a penthouse.
That's pretty cool.
I've seen that.
I would stand there and watch that.
I watched that. Yeah.
Totally, right?
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny, Gene. It's famous in New York of if you're a musician and you need a piano moved, it's always the Russians. It's always these big fucking Russians.
Yeah, man, definitely.
And they've got this specialized way to get them up the stairs and around corners, and they're always 6'5", bare Russians. They're just I will make this happen. Yeah.
4 Terminators.
Yeah, but it's again thinking back to we think we have some sort of historical view of what actually happened. We don't. We know about even remotely 30% of what happened in the last 100 years. You go back another 100 years, maybe we know 20%, and then after that, fucking all bets are off. They are.
Yeah, we hardly even know what happened 20 days ago, bro.
Well, if you ask a modern day NPC, they don't know what happened 5 minutes ago.
Oh my God, time
So
is
it's
so
like-
weird.
Look at
It's
Ruth,
speeding
for
up and
example.
slowing down at the same time right now, and it just
What
seems
is-
bizarre. And actually, quick question for anybody and everybody in the chat: like, how have your dreams been lately? Because I've been having some bizarre dreams.
Me too. Me
Yeah, like
too.
really vivid, where like I wake up and I'm like, was that what?
Huh.
Like I feel like I'm waking up in a dream instead of the
Like
alternate.
lucid dreaming?
Like I feel like I'm actually in my real life when I'm dreaming, and
So
then
is that
waking
like-
up in a dream when I wake up in this reality.
Anybody?
Silence.
Well, I got
crickets.
the most recent weirdness is
Why are you
I-
looking at me? Should I go back to therapy? I need to go back to therapy.
the most recent weird dream I had is Atticus came and sat beside me on the couch, my son, and
Yeah.
handed me my red version of this hat. Well, the next morning I was like, "You found my hat. What'd you do with it now?" And he's like, "I didn't find that hat. I dreamt it." But the hat
Oh
was
my
actually,
gosh!
it was actually right under where he sat in my dream, like just pushed under the couch a little.
What?
If he was, if the couch would have disappeared, he would have landed on my hat.
Fuck out.
That's
So
crazy.
weird.
Atticus is in tune.
Wow.
He is connected.
Very much so.
Very much so.
His texts are keeping me live and patient right now.
What?
His text thread, me and him, that's keeping me from going through total Atticus withdrawal right now. I can't believe how well he texts.
He's so well, yeah, because he knows how to communicate. He's probably telepathic too. You can probably communicate with him that way. You should try it.
Yeah, well, we're both on the spectrum, so that would make sense.
Autism is directly linked to telepathy.
Lowry, Fathead's backstage.
Telepathy.
Yeah, let's say hello to the chat. Singe, good to see you, brother. D-Man, Sufanelli. I'm on a new mouse, so it's hard for me to navigate this fucking thing. I don't know. Scott, Level Realm, what's happening?
Hey, Gene
Gang
Edited.
stalking,
Hey, NDB
Gestapo.
number one fan. Hey, Rico.
What's up?
Hi, Lowry. Hi, Belly. So we got Deborah Miller was in there, and we have, let's see, I don't know. I can't really see. My head hurts. I have migraines. Does anybody else get migraines when the barometric pressure goes nuts?
Yeah, well, my bones hurt, but Shanna, my best friend, she gets them so bad she can't get out of bed or open her eyes without getting sick.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me bring this to you. So like, I still enjoy a drink every now and then, but I know what gives me a hangover versus what doesn't. And if I drink less than a certain amount, I know that I'm going to be fine, which I did last night. And I wake up this morning and I still have the headache. I'm like, no, this is weird because now I have a natural control mechanism in place. And so like, I've also been monitoring her migraines versus my headaches, which are not nearly as severe as hers, against it. And I woke up today, which is like we had the bomb cyclone, right?
I always get
bomb cyclone, right? And I'm like, no, I have a headache that goes from here to here. And that was weird. And so we've been looking at barometric pressure over and over again.
Drop a bomb on me,
I know.
baby.
Everything that,
Drop a bomb on me.
everything that skateboarding and
Drop
drumming
the
did,
bomb on me, baby. Drop the bomb on me.
everything that skateboarding and drumming did to me, it really comes alive when the barometric pressure drops. Like my knees, my wrist from drumming, my knees from skating, like all that stuff starts to ache whenever the barometric pressure drops. And I used to think it was a live show.
What the fuck was that?
That's too distracting. I don't know what to do.
No, seriously, it happens with Murphy.
One
it
more
happens
time and I'm
with
going
me,
forever.
Like, it's bad. It's weird. All right, so the barometric pressure. Barometric pressure is literally monitored by a box in Alaska. Okay.
Only
It's a
that
tiny
one?
box.
Only
one
that one?
box in Alaska.
All right, somebody look that up. I need some
there's a
confirmation
tiny
on
box
that.
in Alaska, and then there's a barometer.
I think barometers are all over the United States. I think they're all
there's
over
one
everything.
tiny box in Alaska where it all comes from.
All right, chat.
Yeah, please
Barometer.
sleuth this. Please fact check me because I swear, please debunk what I am saying because I would really like to know what timeline I am in.
Oh yeah, timelines.
Now, I think you can buy barometers.
You can.
No, you
can buy
can.
barometers.
You can. But there is a
You
box
could buy
in
my
Alaska.
knees. You could buy my knees and my wrists. They'll tell you.
Right? Yeah,
All
we
right,
are
stay tuned for
biological
next week
barometric
where I find
pressure
more
system.
about barometric pressure, and I will have a whole entire report.
All right, let's talk about next week. We're about ready to pop off.
Yes.
Gene, thank you for joining us tonight. Always
Thanks
a
for
pleasure.
having me, brother.
I need you to go suck
Carl, thank
your own
you.
dick or something.
Good to be here, Will. You got it.
Hey, well, I didn't get to say much, but I'd like to say something before I got off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go.
Hey, there's a full moon tonight. Nico was talking
Yeah.
about it earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and it's clear out tonight. So I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna be getting on live here. I'm gonna do a moon temperature test on a mirror.
Ooh.
That's good. That's one of the ones
That's
we've been
fun.
wanting, right? We want that.
So I'm
I
gonna
want
be
as
doing
many
that
temperature
tonight.
tests
It's
as
cold
you can get.
outside. Yeah, it's like it's like 18 degrees outside. So if I put that moonshine onto the mirror and then heat up,
I want some moons. Me and Notice Bear
Well,
Bear
come to
put this in it
Tennessee.
out. Like what? Where?
you can get it in Kentucky too.
Hang on a second, Alex.
No, it's fine. I'm not playing it yet. I'm still listening.
So
Go ahead.
I was just gonna do a live tonight. So come over and watch. I'm gonna see what's going on. See if we get cold. It's either should get colder, right? If it's cold, or still
Also, you
it's
should be
not
you should be able
changed.
to fire that whatever you're using, a laser thermometer.
Yeah, laser thermometer. Yeah.
You should be able to fire it directly at the moon and then stand behind a tree and check it.
Well,
It's
last
that
time I
simple.
did that, when I faced it towards the moon, it got hotter.
Okay. Well, I'm interested to see your
Did it
results.
away, and then I did it towards it. So
yeah.
Hey
And it
guys,
was warm.
next Sunday we have the third appearance of the Founded Earth Brothers, Michael and Josh.
Awesome.
Yeah, we've got Founded Earth Brothers next week. It's always like these guys basically broke down they basically worked themselves through the I guess the alien deception thing through Werner von Braun and made a really great movie. And we haven't talked to them as a group since that's got to be like almost 2 years ago.
No,
Rico?
me and DJ interviewed them a couple months back, so this is their third appearance.
Okay, they are really fascinating, and they've done so much work on the Narnia outer space thing, and the fakery.
The final card? Are you referring to the final card?
The final card, yeah. So that'll be a really good one next week. But anyway, I want to say thanks, Carl, for coming on. Gene, thank you. NDB, you can go fuck yourself. And we'll see you guys next week. We love you very much. And yeah, there you go. We're going to do this again because Nico did such a good job. Bye. Love you.
Love you guys.
Thank you, Greg. Much love,
Thanks,
everybody.
panel.
You got it.
Rico, give me a call.
I will. Thanks, panel.
Oh.
What did I do? Add the stage. Sorry. There we go.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Settled waterside where the tears land they may. Sending to fool sunny faces like me. Your softer skin reserved as beauty. After precious gems they built it till they didn't really marry well. Never seen a chance and now we're gonna fall in love. It didn't go well. satisfied.